He's talked about it. Jeff Tambroni's talked about it. Needs to not think as much. Stop overanalyzing. The two-time All-American is outstanding when he's in rhythm. Here's Ethan Long, the game winner in overtime at Cornell earlier this year. Looking like the best win of the country at this point. Cornell now the #1 team.
Huge for Penn State, but they've got to get their act together here in Big Ten play.
Shot clock under 30. Long near the crease. Up top, Trainer spinning and scoring. Just the start Penn State was hoping for.
Jack Frassion gives his offense the opportunity to go down and get the 1-0 lead because he makes a clean save off of the initial offering from Ryan Cohen. Beautiful stop. Successful clear for the Nittany Lions, and this is just a beautiful look from number 20 in blue, Ethan Long. Watch him find Trainer, and look at that handle. The whirling dervish.
Goal against Hopkins, and back to Cohen. When he gets going downhill from here, it can be deadly. Pick coming for him. Works around the pick from Clemens. The backside scooped up by Lockwood. Up top, rip it and a score. There's LaBelle. Mark, you said that Michigan would need LaBelle to step up with the way Penn State was defending, and he got one.
With this second midfield group, LaBelle gets the attention of a pole, and this is just Kevin Parnham in the slide package, number 16 in blue, just looking to help because this is public enemy number 1 if you're Penn State. Ryan Cohen, number 40 in white. I love the ball cycle, and look at LaBelle, Parnham. Every man's a goal. The job they did on Maryland yesterday, holding the Terps to 6 tallies. Rutgers is a team not to sleep on.
Yeah, 2-1 now, and how about Carton Stoller with the full field goal to ice it, too.
Second one of the season. You want a 10-man ride, watch out for the sharpshooter.
Whacked over to Amo. Penn State still with it. Trainer missed a behind-the-head shot near the crease earlier this possession. Trainer has the lone goal for Penn State so far. LaBelle for Michigan. Lehman around Billings. Dishes off Long. 10 to shoot. Up top, Wallstrom. Spinning around Whitney. Wallstrom stops on a dime and scores. Officials come together. Was he in the crease?
They're saying no goal.
No goal.
In the crease. Penn State looking at that on their iPad. They've got 30 seconds to challenge if they should choose. Jeff Tambroni has the red flag, and he has challenged.
Red flag is
Referees
out.
don't see it yet. He's got the flag out, and he's well within the time frame to challenge. Now, we saw it last week in the Hopkins-Michigan game. There were several official reviews. He dived, and a lot of times with all this humanity in between those two officials, they can be blocked. That, to me, is a clear goal by Luke Wallstrom. And there we see the setup. It's a sunny, bright day here in Ann Arbor. They've got the towel over the little hood. And we saw the red phone, the Pat phone. Who had a red phone back in the day? Like the hotline.
Don't look at me.
And that's not, you don't even have to dial a number. Look at that. That's one you just pick up and you go right to who you need to talk to. That's when you know you are big time.
Mark's going to get one installed in his house next week now.
Who says I don't have one already? It goes right to the local, my favorite local watering hole.
Local sandwich shop, maybe? All right, let's see.
There's a goal. That's beautiful. That is the way replay is supposed to work. Kudos to the crew. Kudos to the University of Michigan. That is the way it is supposed to go. Perfect so far here in this first quarter. Number 20 in blue, Ethan Long with the ball right now, is taking every offensive run thus far. 55, Jack Amon, 12, Will Peden. These are the guys, it seems like Penn State, they're going to ride them today to try to get this first in-conference victory.
A 6-hour bus ride from State College to Ann Arbor. Jeff Tambroni said, felt like we needed it, some of the team time. Amon scores again. Back-to-back goals for Penn State, leading 3-1.
Little hesitation move from Jack Amon. The transfer from Rutgers has fit in seamlessly to this Penn State offense. And these guys are playing with urgency. And it's got to feel good to have a replay go your way with how snake-bitten Penn State has been over the years. Starts with Long, nothing fancy here, just a dodge. And I like the confidence Penn State is dodging to the cage. We see so much in college lacrosse these days. Your party starter, a guy who dodges from up top, goes down the alley and bangs it backside. You know, I haven't seen a guy shoot from the alley a whole lot this season. Amon that time able to stutter step his way down the heart of Michigan's defense to stick it.
Michigan wins this face-off, picked up by Bonner. In transition, response. Jack Marlowe with his second goal of the season.
Somebody dialed up a juice goal. And number 8 in white, Jack Marlowe delivers. Off of the wing. Great ground ball is actually made by number 90 in white, Max Bonner. Gets it. Look at Marlowe look off. Bo Lockwood. Lockwood was wide open to his left. Look at him look him off. That's like a pitcher saying, no, I don't want to throw the curve. I want to throw high heat. And that's exact.
And Taylor out of the cage, rolling towards the sideline. Lehman got to it.
Wow, Lehman's quickness is exceptional. Now we're starting to see Penn State get sloppy on the offensive end, and this is what we saw last week against Maryland. The first quarter was okay. It wasn't great, but the second quarter is where that game really got away from them. Want to check themselves and get back to fundamentals.
Lehman finally scores.
That'll work.
Turned away initially, but diving to his right puts it in.
What a play by Hunter Aquino. 23 in blue. For many people's money, the #1 freshman in the country. 6'4", great length, great height. And right here, you're like, what are you thinking? But look at him keep his knees moving, keep his head up, and Lehman makes himself available. And then again, outstanding footwork around the crease, not to step in.
Hold. Stay not even clear a hold call.
Yeah, hold against the Nittany Lions, keeps possession with Michigan.
Penn State sideline was stunned. Penn State trying to avoid its first 0-3 start in Big Ten play since 2015. In control right now, 11 to play in the half. Stanton scores! Michigan staying in touch with Penn State at home. It's 4-3.
We mentioned it earlier. Ryan Cohen, number 40 in white, wearing the maize and blue, is public enemy #1 for this Penn State defense. And this is just an excellent two-man game. Nice little pick there from 29 in white, Stonick. And then he's able to slip the pick. And just a little bit of confusion causes a bad approach. He'll get a caused turnover right there. Double teaming the ride with LaBelle. The little two-man game, Penn State is so concerned with Cohen. They overplayed it, and that led to Static having an opportunity. So, you know, Cohen is making a difference whether the ball's in his stick or not.
He sets the pick for LaBelle. Back to Cohen all alone right now. Straight away. Shot to score. We're tied. Jackson Clay with his first of the year. The transfer from High Point getting to play with his brother Rowan this season. We're all even at 4. Michigan the last 2.
It starts with defense. Look at that sellout by Cohen. The wrap check creates the turnover, second chance possession. And then Cohen again. He's the party starter. He's the #1 guy here for the Michigan. It's not an illustrious, lengthy history of Michigan lacrosse, but boy, they have had some terrific players throughout their history over the last few years. Mikey Boehm, such a stud. Josh Shawada, terrific. And now Ryan Cohen, etching his name in the record books. Just been a consistent performer since day one.
You wondered how Michigan would be this year without a guy like Mikey Boehm, now in real estate development out in New York City. They found their rhythm with the right combination here in Big Ten play.
Well, Mikey Boehm, Justin Wheatfeld,
Tiernan,
just to name a couple.
And there's Cohen. His first goal to give Michigan the lead.
As long as you have 40, you got something to build off of. We mentioned Cohen being a little bit of a decoy, doing all the little things. But here he just uses a pick. Alex Ross, #6, he's got to get over that pick. That's got to be a little bit better communication if it wasn't there already. Hey, pick Maryland Terrapins. Fun things always seem to happen when the Buckeyes and the Terps tangle on the lacrosse field. You've got Ohio State, probably the hottest team in the country right now, playing incredible defense, getting timely scoring against a Maryland team that was shocked yesterday in New Brunswick. They're going to be looking to rebound in a big way.
Yeah, the confidence of Ohio State playing at home against an angry Maryland team sets up for fireworks. Trainer going down on the shot too. He started the first half with a goal for Penn State, and he does the same in the second.
Trainer shaking his right leg. Hopefully he's okay. But we just talked about it a minute ago, Jack. #22 in blue needs to make his presence felt. He's one of the most dynamic offensive players, not only in the conference, but in the country. And Ethan Long has been the party starter today. Miscommunication. I think one Michigan Wolverine thought there was going to be a switch. There was not. Time, space, on factor in this game. Cohen and Mulholland are the 2 primary threats for this Wolverine offense.
Mulholland coming off a hat trick last game against Hopkins. Cohen with a goal and an assist in the first half. Shot clock approaching 10. Morgan dodging around the crease. Muscled off his spot. Stanek downhill and bounces home from an impossible angle. What a goal.
Wow. How did that go? You like to say high bouncers will go, but they're typically from 10, 12 yards. This one is right on the front porch of Penn State. Stanek, he's a big guy, 6'5", and he does the twister. He crosses the stick in front of his body. Watch, running out of angle, I'm going to open it up. So it's going to be a cross check against Michigan.
A penalty has been issued to Michigan's #8, Jack Marlowe.
Taylor's feeling that one.
A cross check on Marlowe. And a man-up chance now for Penn State.
Take a look at the Taylor save earlier.
A 1-minute penalty, and Penn State 0 for 1 on man-up chances today. Not this time. Liam Matthews scores his 14th goal of the season, and we're tied at 6.
Exactly what Penn State needed. And the one-timer from 51 in blue, that was a sweet release. all-in-one motion. Ethan Long, his vision today has been terrific. Gets it to Trainer, who's...
Nothing there for Morgan. A lot of traffic created by Penn State here. It's Cohen spinning, stopping, accelerating, and shoots it in. Cohen gives Michigan the lead right back.
You don't think this game means a lot to both of these ball clubs? The sellout, the hustle, the intensity. Frassian and Lockwood. Who gets there first? Lockwood by just a hair. And I love the setup up top, putting Mulholland and Cohen right next to one another. You got to be aware of number 27 so the slide doesn't come, the hesitation. The daylight and the stick of Cohen gets free, and he sticks it.
His pace and physicality has been outstanding over the first 3 minutes. Trainer.
Nice play by Trainer.
Held on to it somehow.
Great stick protection, kept his feet moving, got out of harm's way.
It's like a ballerina twirling on that pivot foot there.
Call that the whirling dervish.
Long goes top shelf. Penn State ties it.
According to my eyes, Ethan Long has taken every offensive shift, save for one or two in this game for Penn State. And here he just breaks the ankles of Justin Innes. Amon cycles the ball behind the cage, finds Long up top. And you hope Ennis is okay. Looks like he's okay. Came off the field under his own power, but his legs just buckle really on the turf here at University of Michigan Lacrosse Stadium. And Long, arms free, great sight on the 6x6. Leaves a vapor trail with the high heat.
Again, he has heroics late in the game. Earlier this year against Cornell with the game winner in overtime. And now Penn State with momentum after the faceoff win. Trainer gives Penn State the lead. His 100th career goal puts the Nittany Lions in front.
We are feeling it in Ann Arbor. Reed Gills has been a difference maker at the faceoff dot here late for the Nittany Lions. Wins it to himself. King with an awesome ground ball. Runs away from the pressure. And now we have an uneven situation because two white jerseys chase King. And that shot, a tattoo to the upper 90. You heard the...
With one of its strengths. Two straight goals for Penn State early in the fourth. Trainer the hot hand. Ennis on him. Trainer down.
You see Trainer slip a couple times here today on this turf, more so than other guys.
Amon bounces it home. An avalanche for the Nittany Lions. Now leading by 2.
Trainer falls down, it doesn't matter. Keeps his head up, keeps his stick active, and the Penn State run continues. We lost a great one this week, Jack. Val Kilmer, who played Doc Holliday in Tombstone. Look at that shot. Right from the hip, the gunslinger. I'll be your Huckleberry. Look at that aim in the fourth quarter. Gigantic when you consider how much of a premium the scoring opportunities have been.
And considering some of his recent struggles in the fourth. Under 4 to go. 9-7 Penn State. Peden feeds, and a Penn State goal, Matthews. His second of the day extends the lead to 3.
Gigantic goal. Frasian, again, against Maryland and Ohio State, collectively, 1 save in the second half of those 4 quarters. Houlihan does a great job. Pump fake, gets a better angle. And look at Frasian. Stands his ground. That one makes you cringe, doesn't it? But he soaks it, and then Peden. This is what I love about Will Peden's game. Great vision, great pop. And look at Matthews, the Canadian. Little pump fake, gets Taylor to move, and then slips it past.
Penn tried to go low to high and too high, 5 to shoot. Going. Lost it. Wow. Penn State stands again.
They have really hunkered down here in the 4th quarter.
Long rip. Taylor can't dive to make the save. Brenton Leary from midfield with an exclamation point for the Nittany Lions.
Michigan just trying to create a turnover, dials up the 10-man ride. We saw Carden Stoller with a look yesterday for about 80 yards. This one, more of a midfield, but credit Leary, recognizing the cage is vacated, and that is a great shot. Taylor just a split second late.
From behind, whistles blow.
It's a hold. So that's the old, the check was good, but when the ball was loose, blew with the hold. Look at King. Marlowe, he's so good in transition. And you can see the free hand. Could have been a flag maybe with that free hand. It looked like he grabbed the shoulder of Marlowe, but nonetheless, Michigan keeps the ball and they got to get to work fast.
Pick from Houlihan for Clemens. Just over a minute to go. Michigan down 4. Houlihan, why not? There's one for Michigan.
Go Blue's not going to go away. They finally are able to solve Frasian here in the 4th period. And when we said they had to go fast, they certainly did. Zone defense being incorporated by Penn State. Houlihan just steps in as Aldridge a little bit slow to rotate over and get a stick in the gloves.